Hello there, lovelies. How are you doing today? This is Aluminum Tarot. Welcome back. We're going to be reading the fire signs, the feisty ones. We'll be reading this for June 2023, general reading. Once again, welcome to this channel. If you're new here, this is Aluminum Tarot. I do not read things or sugarcoat them in a way that just kind of caters to, how can you say, what people want to hear. I go deep. I go pretty much into the psyche or into the shadow world to dig out deep what's lying underneath. So, that said, if you like this channel, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. Please be sure to ding the notification bell. Tell all your friends about this new burgeoning channel, and hope you enjoy what you get to see here. If you like that, please do all that. Also, if you see any scammers on the internet posing as other people who are tarot readers, or myself included, if anyone tries to solicit a reading to you via WhatsApp or Telegram or anything else like that, please block. Shun these people, throw them to the four corners of the earth. These people are scammers and they will take your money. So make sure that you are vigilant about that and try not to get duped. I guess that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and jump right into this. We're going to go ahead and read for the sign of Aries. It's a cardinal sign. And today we'll be using Kipper deck. It's a new addition to the family here. And then also we'll be using, I don't know why I want to change it up here, but we're using the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck and the movie tarot. So I'm in a movie mood right now. I don't know why, but I guess it works pretty well. It's going to be fun. Let's dig right into this. So let's go ahead and see what the Kippers have to tell you for this message to start. Kipper, what's going on with Aries? Ram fam. What's going on with the Rams? The Aries zodiac sign for June 2023. What's going on for Aries, June 2023? What's happening with our feisty floof? Gonna stop there. Okay, so first message for the Ram fam. Sad news. Uh-oh, noes. So we have sad news. What's next here? Court person. And last but not least, this one's to come out. This card is coming out for all the signs. I don't know. Are we all going to prison on here? Only time will tell, hopefully. This is just more metaphorical than physical, or literal, rather. First, we're going to take a look at the card that popped out first. This is sad news. Okay, so you see the woman here. This is 14. 1 plus 4 is 5. That equals the number of change, disharmony, disquiet. Yeah, so it seems that someone is going to receive sad news, or hopefully, you don't yourself receive sad news. And judging by all the imagery around here, this person is seeking solace. You have the Virgin Mary and the baby Jesus in the back. You have the window pane here from the church. And this person is, either repentant or they are, mourning the loss of something or some kind of grief. So if this is in your current or future energies, very, very sorry to hear that. We also have a court person. This is a judge. They are basically ruling on something to see what's going to take place in this court case. You have the peacock out here, which is a symbol of pride, opulence, wealth. And you have here, I think it is a baboon or something, smiling and looking backwards. So that's a tricky one there. But this judge also has a little garden gnome or something on the top of his right shoulder. So it seems almost like You know, it's the little voice in his head that's whispering what to say and what to do in all of this. Generally, I would just take this as, you know, all symbolism aside, you know, waiting for an important decision to take place in your life, whether that's related to your wealth, your happiness, your future. Hopefully it's not sad news about someone who is in court, because after court, we have prison. So if you know any Pookies or Ray Rays that you've been around, and they are going to prison, you may hear news about someone who that you have either loved or have been around or have been courting. You know, this is probably the dodgy type of person, you know, the guy that gives the tingles, but unfortunately is in and out of your life because they're in and out of the system. And you go from sad news to court person to prison. So it looks like someone's about to get locked up. That's what I interpret from this, and it seems to be the most obvious answer. So be careful of the company you keep. That's the first thing that comes to mind when I hear this. And yeah, I'm just going to slide those cards back into the deck. Wow. Dating in 2023. It is just the greatest show on earth, isn't it? So we're going to go next to Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm going to break this deck wide open and see what we have in store for the Aries. What's happening for Aries, June 2023, Spirit? What is happening with Aries, June 2023? General reading. Oof. This is a tumultuous shuffle, so I can definitely expect a slight amount of discord taking place here. Things not seemingly going the way you thought they were going to go according to your plans. Or maybe I'm just a terrible shuffler at the moment and things are not really working out. This is seeming a bit chaotic. I'm going to try that again. Let's do this again. June 2023 for Aries. June 2023 for Aries. Show me what is taking place in Aries' life for June 2023. What is taking place in Aries' life for the month of June 2023? We're going to stop there. All right. First message. What's the current situation? Current situation for Aries. Here we go. The Empress. What's the challenge? What's coming out? Challenge is the Ace of Swords. Very interesting. Recent past. That is the Eight of Pentacles, putting in work in something. Near future, Spirit. What is happening in the near future? Queen of Wands. What's at the crown of this reading? Crown is the Six of Potions, Six of Cups in this deck. What's at the root? What's at the root of all of this? The Lovers. How is the Aries in this reading? How does the Aries see themselves? Let's come out. Three of Swords reverse. Three of Needles in this deck. The environment. Jumper again. So that is the Nine of Potions reversed. Hopes and fears. I promise you I've done this before. Let me see if I can get myself together here. Yeah. It's almost telling me like I need to type all these different cards. Finally, last but not least, we've got the outcome. Four of Swords reversed. Something tells me to clarify that. Clarify Four of Swords reversed. Ten of Cups reversed. So, seems like we've got a full plate here. I'm going to do my best to analyze what's going on in this reading. So, first off, since we had issues of imprisonment and potentially a lifelong sentence for whoever is being put in there, let's go ahead and look at here. So I have the Empress crossed by the Ace of Swords. Now for me, it seems like you're trying to find the best way for you to become abundant. And while you do have that energy within yourself, perhaps it's something that you have to realize. Maybe this is something that you overlook within your own life, but you are abundant. You are the Empress. You are the amalgamation of all the different the different Queen court cards in the deck. And so for you, maybe you're looking for something to grow and expand. Maybe you're trying to find out about a child. Perhaps you're trying to look to grow and expand in your work. But this is a time and a period for growth, expansion, and also understanding your value. If you are having children, then great, congratulations. I hope things go well with that. And maybe you're just trying to seek a little bit of clarity on the best way to do that. So say, for instance, you have a job that you're looking at, starting or doing or continuing. You're trying to find ways to, make that happen. Maybe you just started a business and you're running into a bit of a roadblock or even a creative block where this is not quite yet coming into fruition or taking place. If you're in a love relationship and you're the Empress, you know your worth, your value, the things that you have to offer in the relationship. But unfortunately, it seems that the people are either taking advantage of that or deceiving you in that process of finding love. So it's kind of diminishing your value a bit because, of course, the Ace of Swords is the challenge, not necessarily the thing that complements this part. And so just take it as it resonates within your own personal life. Now we have the Eight of Pentacles. So in the past, you really put a lot of work into it. Maybe you were on dating apps. You tried your best to put yourself out there, as they say. And I guess maybe you were finding a bit of roadblocks that were coming into this particular phase of your life. We can clarify this with the movie Tarot. Clarify the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is clarified by the Seven of Pentacles reversed. So seems that you are basically choosing not to invest anymore in people. I don't know. I'm getting people. That's the first thing that comes to mind. So if you were dating or working with a group of colleagues, you feel that they're not really pulling their weight and that they're just not really worth it. So in all of this, perhaps you're reevaluating what it is that you need to invest in when it comes to putting in the work in this particular endeavor that you're going on. You're sat with yourself and you're saying, okay, what is it that I need to contribute? What should they be contributing? What is it that I really want in all of this? And maybe at this particular time, you're not really sure what to invest in. It's not clear since it is in the reverse. It's like you can put all the work you want into something, but if you're not doing it the right way, you don't feel like it's going to grow or be worth the investment. And I think that's one thing that you kind of realized in the past. So now you're taking a step back and being a bit more introspective about what's taking place for yourself. In the near future, you have the Queen of Wands. And of course, we have here the black cat that is so famous with the Queen of Wands, who sits at the foot of the Queen of Wands, giving her that witchy, bitchy feel. I love to say that for some reason. I don't know. And, you know, cats are companions, they're familiars, but also, you know, in the past, in the ancient Egyptian world, they were kind of like guardians of the dead with the bast. So, you know, that kind of complements that fiery nature within the Queen of Wands. In you, I see you almost like, I don't know why I get the phrase taking a leap into the unknown. It's almost like the fool, but you're going after what you really want. In the past, you had to kind of take a tactical retreat and pull back your energy and say, okay, what is it that I want to do to make this business work? What is it that I want to do to make this relationship come into my life? How can I make this long-term relationship work out for the best for the both of us? And now you're stepping into going from reevaluation to taking action, taking decisive action to attract the right people, taking the right action to find the right opportunities for work, and to do all the things that will actually materialize what it is that you want. At the root of all of this, you want to make that choice. You want to make the right choice. Here we have Jack Skellington and his big crush. I think it was Sally, right? But the two of them are together and there is a clear-cut decision to make something happen. Or maybe even feel a strong pull to do something. So you have a strong pull to speak to that person that you've always wanted to speak to. You have a strong pull to start investing and your time and energy into making a certain business develop and start growing those different opportunities for yourself. What we see in the top part, though, however, is the Six of Cups reversed. And this can be a bit troublesome because maybe it feels like you felt so slighted in the past. You felt like things were just not materializing, not growing. You weren't finding the right people, the right opportunities. And so now you're a bit kind of jaded with all of it. I get a kind of Four of Cups, you know, vibe from all of this, but slightly more intense. I mean, Six of Cups reverse is usually when you have bitter feelings towards the past. Like you've put yourself out there and now it's just like, you know what, I'm so done with this. I'm not doing this anymore. But I just get that that's a feeling. I think that's what you know now. You've maybe had some disappointments. You may have felt some saltiness and bitterness in the past for the failure that you've, you know, undergone or, you know, been faced with. But now I think you're actually taking a step back, reevaluating, and then getting back in there. So it's kind of like a catapult. No pun intended with the cat. But, you know, you're slingshotting yourself back. You're like, okay, retreat, get some momentum. Now let's go back into this again. Building that courage back up, just like the Queen of Wands, which is courageous. She goes and gets what she wants. She's fiery. She's determined. She's not willing to step on a few toes to get what she needs. We can actually clarify to see what the Queen of Wands is about. Queen of Wands. What is the Queen of Wands about? And you have the Queen of Coins. So that is the second time we've clarified one sign with a similar sign. You have the Eight of Pentacles with the Seven of Pentacles reverse. You have the Queen of Wands clarified by the Queen of Coins. So these two queens together indicate, you know, you kind of get the feeling of a candle. that in order for you to take the right steps to passionately go after what you want, you kind of have to get yourself grounded first. That's the foundation. In order for a candle to burn, it needs something to burn on, which is the earth. And so by getting yourself firmly planted in the ground, firmly rooted in what it is that you really want, firmly planted in the things that give you happiness and peace of mind, comforts from the home, taking that nice, day trip to a place that you really enjoy, and feeling balanced. That is how you're going to get the energy to get back in to what it is that you really are passionate about. Without doing that, you're going to burn yourself out. So the Queen of Wands, if she doesn't have a proper wick, she's not going to be able to burn the brightest that she needs to. And so that's what I get from this particular reading here. Try to keep that in mind a little bit. If you feel yourself experiencing any kind of burnout trying to achieve a goal, try to take a step back, recalibrate, nourish yourself, do some self-care, and then get back out there when you're recharged and energized, because no one wants to burn out and then realize that they fail and they don't have the energy to get back in to succeed. That said, you have the Six of Pentacles. You have the Six of Cups here. How you see yourself now is the Three of Swords reversed. This is a person coming out of feeling kind of like, how can I say, heartbroken, feeling like you've failed in the past, getting over a tough emotional situation such as a breakup, such as divorce, cheating, lies, deception, anything that would break someone's heart. Failure is in that as well. We can find out a little bit what has caused this Three of Swords reversed. Two of Cups. Oh, wow. So, this is something that you felt passionate about. This is probably a person. I'm not going to lie. Perhaps this is a love reading after all. Something that you didn't want to invest in too much in the past, and now you're trying to put yourself back out there to see what's there. With the Two of Cups and the Three of Swords reverse, I see a person who is really heartbroken over a past love, a disconnect. Maybe someone who really, really wants love, but feels that it's so tough, so difficult to go after, and is struggling with the emotions needed to put themselves back out there. Maybe someone who's closed off. It's like they want this Two of Cups, but all they've got is this Three of Swords reversed. Think about that. Think about what it is actually that is troubling you in this pursuit of happiness. And hopefully you'll be able to have, a clear perspective. So that way when you put yourself back out there, when you slingshot yourself back into the dating scene, back into the job scene, you'll know exactly where your target is. If we aim blindly, we're not going to be able to reach any specific destination that would be conducive to us in the future. Because in your environment right now, you have the Nine of Potions. This is a lack of fulfillment. This is either codependency. This can be feeling lack, not feeling good enough. This can feel, being disjointed, not having a proper sense of self-worth or self-fulfillment. So the Nine of Cups reverse typically looks for other people to fill that void within their heart. Many people on the YouTube tarot community always talk about how dangerous this is, because any form of codependency usually leads to a terrible foundation for all relationships. It makes you proclaim the other person responsible for your happiness, and that's actually quite the opposite way it works. You have to be responsible for your own happiness, and then after that, you will attract the right person, like the Queen of Wands here. But if you are attracting a person who is going after you because you are codependent, you will create an imbalance in the relationship where, in order for the universe to balance out lack within yourself or giving too much or things of that nature, depending too much on other people. It will replace that with someone who takes, someone who's okay with receiving all that you give, someone who is full of themselves, sometimes in the worst way. And then you'll eventually, that's how the relationship can exist in the material world, is that there is one person with a lack and one person with too much compensating for it. One person who doesn't have any money and another person who's got a lot of money and makes the other person codependent on them. So be careful of any kind of energetic imbalances, no matter what kind of element we're talking about, whether that's air, fire, earth, or water. Now we had a bunch of cards come out here. It started with the Ace of Presents, which is the Ace of Coins. So that's a new material opportunity. It could be a date, it could be a marriage, it could be a new job, things of that nature. But here you have the King of Cups reversed. You have the Ten of Wands reversed. You have the Hangman. Now, when these three cards come out together, I intuitively see a person who is not really happy about things that they have been offered in the past. Maybe the dating pool just sucks where you are. And you're just like, you know what, I'm tired. I think I'm just good on my own. I really don't want this. Maybe the job market's not giving you the jobs that you want and you're getting these low-paid jobs. Or maybe just internally, you don't feel ready yet to get back out there. So this is in the hopes and fears position. It's like you want something to come into your life, but you're just exhausted from having to keep looking for it or having to keep making the effort. You did that in the past. You gave it the Eight of Pentacles. And now you're just kind of like, I don't feel like investing anymore in this. You're trying to build up the courage to get back out there. But now all you see is just, okay, well, if I do this, is there going to be some bullshit? Am I going to have to deal with something else that's going to break my heart? Am I going to have to deal with another disappointment with applying for a job that I really find passionate? It's tough. It's tough, and that's what's causing the burnout. It's not so much that you don't have the strength. If you saw some rays of hope, some rays of light, it would make you feel so much better about what you were pursuing. But you feel like there's no light at the end of the tunnel, and so it makes you feel more despondent. Like, if this isn't going to work, then I don't need to make the effort. Be careful of that kind of energy, because what it can do is it can make you assume the worst in all relationships and in all things that you try to pursue instead of being open to love. You will think that all people are rubbish. If you try to apply for jobs and you feel like, you'll never get that dream job that you're looking for, then you just won't make the effort and you'll be comfortable where you are. Now, I'm never the type of person that advocates staying in a rut. So I do think that in order for you to find success and happiness in what you're looking for, you'll need to continue to take risks. Maybe you can play smarter, not harder. And I think that will help you out a little bit with these energies and emotions. Try not to feel too pessimistic about what it is that you're trying to pursue. Finally, last but not least, I think this serves as a bit of a warning. Remember, in tarot, this isn't finite. This is merely just kind of something that you can look at as this is the potential future that you have should you stay on the current path. You have this Four of Swords reversed, and then you have the Ten of Cups reversed. I get a bit of impatience here, which is creating some feelings of negativity, disharmony within the self, because you feel that things aren't happening fast enough for you. Or maybe that you're just getting so frustrated with the situation that it's tearing you apart. I know potentially as an Aries person, it can be difficult to have the patience to materialize what it is that you truly desire. You want something, you see it, you go for it. There's no pretense about it. However, understand that processes take their time and they unfold in due course. Push them too hard, they'll break. Don't push enough, they'll go nowhere. It's a delicate Fabergé egg, making some kind of, any kind of success in your life. Like the magician. The magician has all the tools available to them, and it uses them whenever it needs to throughout the ceremony of manifestation in life. Manifestation is like a ceremony, and I think that in your particular life, you have to go with the flow of it a bit more. What I feel intuitively is that in order for you to not want to rush the entire process with this, hurry up, let's just get to success. I'm so tired of being rejected. I'm so tired of being alone. I'm so tired of getting turned down by jobs. Remember that 9 of potions energy. With the mentality that you need to hurry up and get things done, what this can do is this can create in your environment something that is conducive to codependency. I need my environment to change so I can feel better about myself. It should be the other way around. Your environment will dramatically change once you fill your own cup, and that you are independent emotionally, and that will then lead to material independence as well, or vice versa. Hell, even at the same time. But it's that independence, that self-sufficiency. When you build that emotional self-sufficiency, it doesn't matter what's happening in your environment. You then see, oh yeah, you had a bad day, you stubbed your toe. You've been turned down by a job, you've been rejected by a girl or by a guy that you really enjoyed or that you really liked. Why does it matter? No matter what the world throws at me, I'm going to be okay. I'll get to my goal eventually. Let's just focus on the now, be happy, and continue to build bit by bit until we achieve our goal. And I keep getting that Modest Mouse song, all float on. The lyrics like, how can I can't remember all of it right now. But I just hear them chanting right now. Oh, float on, all right. Don't you worry, even if things get just a bit too heavy, we'll all float. Like that kind of song. Can't really sing too loud right now because it's a bit late. But I promise you I'm okay at the karaoke joint, but right now it's not the time. I'm thinking of that song and what it means in this reading. Don't worry. Even if things get a bit too heavy, you'll all float on all right. Remember that life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Your dream that you want to achieve in life is a boat. You have your rudders, you have your boat. Remember that the direction that you take and the control that you have over the boat determines its path and its course. Be the oar person, the oarman or woman, that is in control of their boat. Let it flow gently down the stream of life. And you'll find that it's a lot more enjoyable. It's less rickety. It's less unstable. There's no fear of capsizing. There's no worries in all of this. Sometimes gentleness in your life, rather than forcing it, may be the best remedy for all the things that plague you. Something tells me to draw a card before we end this. I want to see what's going to be the particular outcome that you would get if you take a more gentle approach. What would happen if you take a more gentle approach? Three of Coins reversed. And don't. Ah, there it is. There's the Ace of Cups. Something told me to do that. So I have the Three of Coins reversed and the Ace of Cups. Now, the Three of Coins reversed can indicate working together with people outside of you. You know, depending and relying on the networks that you've got in order to make something happen, in order to be the architect of your environment, of your life. And the traditional Rider-Waite, there's always three people involved in it. It's two people working together, and then the third person kind of directing and leading the entire operation. Now, in your situation with this Ace of Cups, this cup floweth over. And this woman seems to be very, very happy and content with it, with the road that she is traveling behind her. Now, the Three of Cups, the Three of Coins, it can signal not wanting to cooperate, but it can also symbolize an internal process of working on something. So when you work on yourself, that's when you'll find that Ace of Cups moment. Think about what kind of architecture you would want for your internal life, your happiness, what it's based on. Is it dependent on an externality for it to exist? And if so, how can you wean yourself off of the need for other people to make you feel happy, for other things and objects to make you feel happy? Because life will throw what it wants at you in the whole process. But what's important is that your boat doesn't capsize. Focus less on the waters. Focus more on the control that you have over your own boat. And you'll find that Ace of Cups. And that will flow within. You won't have to fill that cup with anyone else. That's it. Thank you once again for joining Illuminate Tarot. I do appreciate your time. I know it's a bit late now, but just wanted to get this one out hopefully for tomorrow. If you like what you see here, please like, share, and subscribe. Please ding the notification bell so that you don't miss any of the updates. Once again, also, if you'd like to, please look at the description box below if you want a reading with me. Hopefully, I can get you something very nice in whatever queries that you've got. Please send them my way, and I offer very competitive rates. Anyways, thanks so much. I really enjoyed this reading today. Please keep your head up. Stay positive about everything. I think you'll be just fine. Anyways, take care. Bye now.